Hi friends, my name is Adam Havrilla and I would like to welcome you back. It is July, it is all about events, whether it's showers, weddings, barbecues, any event you can imagine needs flower centerpiece. We're going to create this gorgeous centerpiece out of a simple piece of wood from the lumber store and a gorgeous bouquet from your store. We are going to start with the base of the design. So I have a 3.5 inch square piece of wood that's 36 inches long. You can go as long as you want. I went this length because of the quantity of flowers we're going to use. Depending on what table you use and how many bouquets you want to purchase, you can go as long as you absolutely want. I already marked it off and the holes are 4.5 inches apart, and you'll notice that they're staggered. I don't want a straight line, I want the interest of the staggering. And the water tubes we're going to be using for this are 3/4 inch, so I have a 3/4 inch drill bit. And all you do is you simply drill in. As you can see, we have it. And then our water tubes, when we're ready, will fit perfectly in there to hold the flowers. How great is that, right? Now for the fun part. We want this to be distressed. We want this to look vintage. I don't really want it to look like it's a perfect piece of wood. It already has some cracks. At the lumber yard, I intentionally bought a piece that was already a little bit beaten up, as you can see. The reason being is we don't want it to look so fresh. So go ahead, I used a crowbar. You could take a hammer and take the frustrations of your life out on this. Whether your spouse irritated you, the kids aren't listening, work is bad, you're just having a bad day, just go ahead and beat this up. As you can see, I already have some marks in there. And this is just going to give us that vintage feel for it. And once you do all sides, stain it. You can stain it any color you like, depending on your home decor, your outside decor. If it's for an event, the event decor. Use some stain, stain it up, making sure that you stain inside of the holes, because you don't really want to see the raw wood in there. You want it to be stained. And once you do that, you will have this. Do you see how it is beaten up? It looks a little weathered. I used a gray stain because I think gray looks beautiful with our flower colors that we're using. You can see the holes are already drilled in. But isn't that beautiful? What a perfect start to our design. Beautiful, right? I love it. And then what you're going to do is and these are just plastic water tubes that I'm going to put down in here, and it holds it perfectly. And do you see how they're staggered? Doesn't that look great? It really separates the flowers. And I've already pre-mixed the food into the water, so we're just going to add some of this. You don't want to go all the way up because the stem is going to push the water out, so you just go a little bit up, and then if you need to later you can add more water. And remember, because this is such a small water source, you're going to have to replenish this water daily, if not twice a day depending on the flower. Now that I have the water tubes in, the water's filled, time to get the bouquet and create a beautiful design. Now that we have our flowers separated from our bouquet, it's a beautiful pink and green. Doesn't the green look gorgeous with that gray? What we're going to do is we're just going to start putting them into the water tubes. I think the best trick for this design is to take off as much foliage as you can, so that way we can see the beautiful flowers. And let's stagger the height so you can really get a great idea of what it all is. The Gabbera daisies, I would say cut a little bit shorter. You know, sometimes the necks, when they get a little weak, they start to flop. So if we cut them a little bit shorter, it'll be protected. Got these gorgeous roses. And do you see how the water tubes make the perfect base for this design? Let's take off some of this foliage so we really get to see the blooms. And there's nothing wrong with putting more than one flower in the water tube. Just remember that you're gonna have to add more water to that frequently because it is going to drink it pretty quick. And I have this gorgeous dianthus that I'm gonna just base the design with. How pretty is that? And our mini carnations. And so, you know, if you've watched our videos, we like to cut flowers in different ways so we can get more out of it. So I'm gonna cut it in one piece, and I'm gonna put it in with the gerb. And then I'm gonna cut the other, put it over here with the gerb, a little bit shorter. And now we have our metallic pink eurangium. Is this not gorgeous? Like, look at that. Look at this color with the gray. Absolutely stunning. And these I'm just gonna put in. And see how easy and simple this is for your next event, even for your home. And if you make this structure, if you create it, this is something you can use on your dining room table for every month if you wanted. And then I have this beautiful hot pink color enhanced ruscus. I'm just gonna put it up and I'm gonna cut it into a couple of pieces like we do. What do you guys think? Beautiful, right? And then to top it off, if you wanted, you could add some candles. Candlelight at an event or in your home always makes things more beautiful and romantic. And a votive candle is actually the perfect height. Do you see how it sits below the wood? Keeping it a little bit further from the wood. We don't want to start a fire, of course. But this is, put candles all the way around it, it would be the perfect addition to any event or any home. I really hope you love this. Super simple. Go to your local hardware and get the piece of wood, drill some holes in it, water tubes, and you have this gorgeous design. Can't wait to see you next month. Have a great day. Remember, like and subscribe, and we will see you soon.